Escape from Tarkov has gotten a little repetitive for me lately. It's not a struggle anymore for my PMC, and it feels as though my PMC has all but retired. Once the game stops being a struggle, I start enjoying it less. And this lack of enjoyment has caused me to rethink what I'm playing in my leisure time and rekindle some old flames. Early on in 2020, I started my first ever hardcore Iron Man account on old school RuneScape. This is the kind of game mode that is a constant struggle no matter how good you are at the game. Having taken such a long break, approximately 6 months, I wanted to see what I could make of it. For my first stop on this journey of re-entering Gielinor, I wanted to try out Temporos, a fishing boss that Jagex had just recently added back to the game. Navigation isn't necessarily my strong suit, so I decided to start this quest and ask for directions from a brand new friend. It is an MMO after all, with a community that has stood the test of time, always eager to help out their fellow player. Eventually, I did actually read the words on the wiki page this time and found my way over to the ferry boat that takes you to the island where you fight Temporos. And by fight, I mean you cram slimy fish into this cannon and shoot them at it. To say that this boss is currently packed is an understatement. The drops are extremely underwhelming, but the fishing experience is insanity. For hardcore Ironman or Ironman of any classification, it is the place to be for fishing training. It is the blast furnace equivalent for the fishing skill, and you don't even have to know what you're doing. There was, of course, my fellow spirit anglers to make me feel better about my own lack of knowledge. Plus, it's always fun to see people's dreams come true right before your eyes once they get that legendary pet drop from one of these mini games. The entire server starts congratulating them, and it's just a festive time. Seeing so much success permeate through the air, I decided to test my own luck and cash in my reward permits. I just knew I was going to get something amazing, something astounding, something I could show off to my friends. But like I said, the drops are pretty underwhelming. It is a pretty fun minigame, however, and definitely worth your time if you are trying to train fishing. Even though Temporos was a great skilling activity and something that I really enjoyed, I wanted something more. So I hopped over to another newly added minigame, Soul Wars. This is actually brought back from a previous time in Gielinor when things made more sense and more people played with their friends. But I didn't become a member until I was 22, once I realized that RuneScape still existed and I had my own credit card now. So I completely missed the Soul Wars train first time around. This is a awesome minigame for hardcore Ironmen solely because of the loot. Additionally, it's also really cool to have multiple angles that someone can be productive in one of these mini games. You don't just have to be a great PKer, or you don't just have to be great at PVM. You don't just have to have one specific skill at 99 to be a productive contributor of your team. You can do so many different activities to help your team in this game that it really makes it worthwhile for even low-level players, and the drops are insane. I can't recommend Soul Wars enough right now. You constantly get so many full lobbies, and the game is really easy to earn points in. Once you get those points, you spend them on your spoils of war, open those bad boys, and reap your reward. I'm hoping to continue making more hardcore Iron Man content for old school RuneScape. If you like that type of thing, feel free to like and subscribe, let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you later on.